In today's Ready, Pet, Go report, it's pretty easy to recognize when we're feeling anxious. There's a lot of signs, but what about our pets? June is Pet Anxiety Awareness Month, and experts say some of the behavior that we chalk up to bad habits could actually be signs that our animals are in stress.
Isn't that something? Because
Really
I can think of a lot of things that my dog does that now I'm questioning. In this week's Ready, Pet, Go, though, Monica Robbins explains what we need to look for and why getting help early can make all the difference.
For dogs, anxiety can show up in obvious ways: panting, whining, barking, or a hypervigilance. But nationally recognized pet expert Kristen Levine says those behaviors are often misunderstood.
All too often, we think these are just bad behaviors that our dogs or cats are acting out, but in reality, they're communicating something to us that we might not be picking up on.
Cats show anxiety too. Signs may include hiding, over-grooming, changes in appetite, or suddenly avoiding the litter box. One of the biggest mistakes pet owners make is assuming their pet will simply outgrow it.
It tends to get worse over time. The symptoms get worse, and the behaviors related to those symptoms become worse, and it gets harder to manage or treat. So I tell everybody to talk to your vet as soon as you notice the signs, because the good news is there's lots of help out there.
Sometimes relief can come from simple changes: creating a safe space, adding enrichment and exercise, using calming pheromones, or even specialized training. In more severe cases, veterinarians may recommend medication. And with fireworks season just around the corner, Levine says now is the time to prepare.
If you know your dog is triggered and frightened of loud noises, you want to start well before July 4th preparing them for this time. You also want to create kind of a safe or a zen zone for your dog, but you want to get them into this room before the fireworks start.
The most important thing to remember: fear and anxiety are not personality flaws. They are communication, and recognizing those signs early could improve not only your pet's quality of life, but your own too. Monica Robbins, 3 News.
Wow. So about half of all dogs apparently experience some degree of noise phobia. Think those fireworks she talked about. That season's right around the corner. So experts say now is the time to talk with your veterinarian. And while there are about, I think, only 100 board-certified veterinary behaviorists in the country, many can now work alongside your local vet through virtual consultations. This is starting to make a lot of sense to me when I look at my dog, who I think sometimes is, well, I have 2, and sometimes they're just crazy.
Yeah, and we tend to chalk up that behavior oftentimes as personality flaws or whatever. We just lost our last golden. She was our baby, and at about 7, the loud noise thing became very real. Thunderstorms and fireworks, and she really was, I called her a meteorologist on the side, because she would sense that a thunderstorm was coming before you could even see any signs of it visually.
Maddie could.
Maddie could, and she would run around the house wherever there was a rug, coming into a room, coming in from the outside. She would flip them, and she would run all through the house, flipping all of the rugs, even downstairs in the restroom down there, every single rug. And we thought she was going out of her mind.
Sure.
But it was her way of dealing with the impending stress of a storm. And we later, there was, something we could do with it with medication. Didn't completely fix it, but it's a real thing. And if you can, try to figure it out and avoid that pain and fear for your dog.
Because we don't want them to be in pain and fear, and because they can't talk to us, that makes it so much harder to...
Yeah, that's how they're communicating.
To determine,
I'm not well, Mom. I'm not well, Dad. Fix me.
Yeah.